Guest joined by Mohammad Touhid Hossain. He is advisor to the government of Bangladesh on foreign affairs, de facto the foreign minister of Bangladesh. Appreciate your joining us, Touhid Hossain Saab. I want to ask you at the very outset, there is a lot of disquiet after this judgment that was passed imposing the death penalty on Sheikh Hasina for her alleged role during the unrest that took place in Bangladesh last year. She and her aides are calling it rigging, a fixed court, a kangaroo court. How does the government of Bangladesh respond when your former prime minister is using such strong words against this verdict?
Thank you, Rajdeep. Actually, this is a pertinent question. This perhaps is some sort of a tradition. When a judgment doesn't go in your favor, you just say that it was not fair. The thing is that the trial has followed the legal process that is in force in the country, and the court that has tried and given the judgment was in fact sort of revived by her when she was prime minister, and the due process has been followed. Her followers, of course, will find that this is not okay, but then...
But Mr. Minister, if I may intervene, it's not just her followers. Human Rights Watch, other groups like Amnesty International have said also that justice for victims of the 2024 massacre is not being served by this death sentence. They've questioned the manner in which the court was set up, and therefore it's not just Sheikh Hasina, but there are serious questions being raised across the world at the manner in which this has been done. They claim, or Hasina claimed, political vendetta, but even these bodies are questioning the manner in which this entire judgment was delivered.
If I could just correct the perspective, one organization that had been very closely involved is the OHCHR, and you have seen its report, I hope, which says that this judgment has actually brought solace to the people whose family members were massacred by her government in the last few weeks. And there are mixed reactions, I'm sure, but then the fact remains that the process was just as per the laws of the land, and because she was not present in the court, so as per the law, the court appointed her counsel. Had she been present, she could have chosen her own counsel. That might have given her more satisfaction and so. But under the given circumstances, the best we could do for the defense was done.
But Mr. Minister, if I may ask you, the Bangladesh government is now formally demanding Sheikh Hasina's extradition from India, describing any refusal as an unfriendly act. But truth be told, India can legally refuse extradition if it believes the offence is political in nature or the trial is politically motivated. How do you respond to this, the fact that you are saying that India must extradite Sheikh Hasina, and if they don't, this is an unfriendly act?
Well, I think ultimately the onus is on India to decide, because whether it was politically motivated or not, the court of Bangladesh has decided on that. I don't think India, as a neighbor, should go into that debate. And as per the agreements that we have with India, they should send her back.
So you're demanding that Sheikh Hasina be sent back from India. The Indian government is saying they are watching the situation carefully. Do you believe that if India does not extradite Sheikh Hasina, what do you mean when you say you will treat it as an unfriendly act?
Well, it is exactly that what I said, what our statement said. Because as a friendly country, they should help us in extraditing a person who has been given sentence. We did this in the past. Some Indian nationals who were here, of course, the legal process was over, and then they were sent back. I believe that India, as a neighbor, wanting good relations with Bangladesh, should cooperate with our judicial system.
Sir, but the truth is that those who were extradited from Bangladesh were terrorists, many of them with militant organizations, clear links. Here is a politician, one of your longest serving prime minister, in fact. You're calling for her extradition, so it does become a political issue.
You see, I do not think that anyone's position or long acquaintance with power just exonerates her from the judicial process. And she has committed crimes which has been proven, and she has been sentenced by the court. It is the court who has done it, and if she wants redress, then she should face the court and go for redress. But then just saying that it is politically motivated by a country or an organization or an individual doesn't make it so.
The reason for the concern is the Awami League, which is broadly seen, sir, as pro-India, has been repeatedly targeted by the new government. And the fear is that jihadist elements, Jamaati elements have taken over many of the decision-making in Bangladesh. And this has caused some element of disquiet in India, that religious extremism, fundamentalist groups are taking over, and anti-India sentiment is growing in your country.
If I can be very frank, there is some anti-Indian sentiment in my country because of the support that the regime of Sheikh Hasina had received for years and years, when she was actually rigging polls and disregarding the wishes of the people. People of Bangladesh wish that India, instead of just being a friend of Sheikh Hasina, would be a friend of the people of Bangladesh, which many of the people felt that India did not prove to be so. This is unfortunate, but this is the reality. Now, as you speak about the extremist elements, among the followers of every religion, in every country, be they Hindus, Muslims, Christians or Jews, there is a fringe which is extremist. You mentioned about Jamaat. Jamaat is a formally constituted party, which is in Bangladesh, and you cannot say that it's a extremist organization. It's a transparent political party, just as BJP or Congress is in India. So I do not think that.
But Mr. Hossain, the fact is, you're telling me on the show today that there's a feeling in Bangladesh that India was supporting Sheikh Hasina and not the people of Bangladesh. The truth of the matter is there are documented instances, for example, of Bangladeshi Hindus who have been targeted in the last year. This has also caused disquiet here in New Delhi. What kind of assurances are you giving the Indian government of the security of Hindu minorities in Bangladesh? You want us to extradite Sheikh Hasina to your country. What assurances is Bangladesh giving?
I think it's Rasdeep, it is not really a very congenial connection that Sheikh Hasina's extradition and the condition of Hindus, alleged atrocities being committed against them. As I said, that there is a fringe element in each and every country, each and every religion, each and every society. The problem is there in India. There could be some problem in Bangladesh also, but the Bangladesh government doesn't exonerate any of those and takes action against any atrocities committed against anyone, be it minority or majority. It doesn't matter. So I don't think it is very fair on your part to insist on this. You know that in India also there are problems, but we do not say anything about that. We depend on the Indian government that they will take care. So I do not think that we need to reassure India about safety of the Hindus. They are equal citizens of Bangladesh, and we look after their interest. If they are subjected to any problem, they have the judicial process, they have the legal process, they have the government behind them, just as you have in India, I believe.
We are told that the Bangladesh NSA, Mr. Hossain, will be in New Delhi next week. Is that meeting going to be crucial to resolve many of these concerns on both sides? You have some concerns, we have some concerns. The relationship, like it or not, has dipped in the last year in particular. Do you see that meeting now next week to be crucial to resolve some of the contentious issues, including the possible extradition of Sheikh Hasina?
Well, I think the meeting is tomorrow. The National Security Advisor has or is traveling to India right at this moment. And Rasdeep, I really like the tone of your this question. Actually, Bangladesh and India must have good working relation, on which I have been insisting all along. I'm not sure whether there will be any substantive discussion on bilateral issues during the visit of the National Security Advisor. He is there as part in a meeting as part of the Colombo process, which is actually not strictly bilateral. But I shall know it when he comes back. What are the discussions that have taken place, and it could be that some issues might be discussed. But I do not like to speculate. Let the meeting be over, and let both of us, both the countries, try to. You have mentioned that the relations have taken a dip. Even if not a dip, there is some uneasiness, I can say that. And on our part, I can assure you, we have all along tried to establish a term that I have coined is that a good working relation. And I hope.
So will that? So in conclusion, sir, will that good working relationship, as you're calling it, be significantly disturbed if India decides we are not extraditing Sheikh Hasina? Do you believe that she should then be asked to go to a third country? I want to understand, because this now, the manner in which the statement was worded by your government, calling it an unfriendly act if she is not extradited. I want, in conclusion, if India decides not to extradite Sheikh Hasina, what does it mean for India-Bangladesh relations?
I hope and believe that India will extradite her as per our request. And let us not speculate. Let us see how relations proceed after the event, whether it is extradition or no extradition.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there. As you said, in a way, the relationship is at the crossroads, but you are assuring us that you are looking for a good working relationship. Mr. Hassan, for joining me here on the news today and explaining the position of the Bangladesh government, thank you so much for joining me on the news today.
Thank you, Razeshai. Thank you.
Thank you.